What if you go to one of the designated doctors and you don't like or agree with their diagnosis? What do you do then?
Well, it's not uncommon. You know, in the system, people oftentimes are, are kind of pigeonholed to the panel doctors, assuming that the employer has done what they're supposed to do, what the state statutes require them to do, which is to have a panel of physicians, which has a list of doctors that you can choose from if you get hurt. One of the benefits, however, of that list is that you're supposed to be allowed to choose your first doctor as well as make a one-time change on that list. Oftentimes people are kind of routed to one facility. They'll say, you go to this one. And if you've never been in a workers' comp claim, that just seems normal, and not arguing with the employer over that fact. You're just glad they're sending you someplace. But it's normally that first one is somebody they pick. But you are supposed to be shown the panel, and you're supposed to be allowed to pick the doctor. And then if you go to that physician and you don't like the doctor, you're allowed to make a one-time change on the panel and see another doctor on the panel, which you'd hopefully would like. So.
Yeah, that's good to know, because right. You might not necessarily agree with their diagnosis.
No, you shouldn't. And I would also suggest that if you're in that situation, that making a phone call to an attorney, someone who does this for a living, to try to find out what your rights are and make sure that you're doing the right thing, make sure that they're doing the right thing. Because often, the best thing that can happen in any workers' compensation claim is for the injured worker to get medical attention quickly and get back to work. That's the best thing. Now, oftentimes there's competing interest in this, and that just doesn't happen the way it should. And that's why I think, calling an attorney that knows what they're doing, sitting down with them and going over. Nobody has to know about it. Nobody should know about it. This is something that the injured worker has a right to do, and and nobody else, unless the worker tells them, is going to know about that. Figuring out what their rights are and making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do.